जा बाबा के अंतर द्वार, उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार। पंछी रे पंचेंद्रिय का छोड़ दे बंधन, तन मन से तू हो जा समर्पण। पंचेंद्रिय का छोड़ दे बंधन, तन मन से तू हो जा समर्पण। दिव्य ज्योतिर्मय देह धारण कर, बाबा के पास जा होके मगन। प्रेम की डोर में मोती पिरो के, प्रेम की डोर में मोती पिरो के, कर ले सच्चा श्रृंगार। उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार, नीले अंबर के अंबर के उस पार पंछी रे उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में नीले अंबर के उस पार नीले अंबर के उस पार हो नीले अंबर के उस पार नीले संगम युग में प्यारे बाबा संगम युग में प्यारे बाबा हमें आपसे बेहद प्यार मिला मिला हमें आपसे बेहद प्यार मिला
महसूसता शक्ति को परिवर्तन करने के सूक्ष्म स्वरूप के माया की छाया से सदा अपने को सेव रखो क्योंकि विशेष माया का स्वरूप इस स्वरूप में अपना कार्य कर रही है। समझा? क्लियर हुआ? क्या करेंगे? क्लियर हुआ? अभी करेंगे क्या? केयरफुल रहना। अगर कोई भी विशेष आत्माएं इशारा देती है अच्छी तरह से माया की इस छाया से निकल पाप की छत्र छाया में अपने को विशेष मानव बुद्धि को इस छत्र छाया के सहारे में लाओ क्योंकि विशेष माया का प्रभाव मानव में नेगेटिव भाव और भावना पैदा करने का चल रहा है और बुद्धि में यथार्थ महसूसता को समाप्त करने की विशेष माया का कार्य चल रहा है। जैसे कोई सीजन होती है ना, सीजन से बचने के लिए उसी प्रमाण विशेष अटेंशन रखा जाता है। जैसे बारिश आएगी तो क्या अटेंशन रखेंगे, छाते रखेंगे, रेनकोट रखेंगे, करेंगे ना अटेंशन। सर्दी आएगी तो गर्म कपड़े रखेंगे ना अटेंशन देंगे। मन और बुद्धि के ऊपर प्रभाव नहीं पड़े इसके लिए पहले ही सेफ्टी के साधन Om Shanti. Increase your account of accumulation. Make a saving scheme. Make a diary every day and do everything according to that. The easy and elevated way to make a saving is to fix a program for every moment for your intellect, words, and actions. When a budget is made, they fix how much they're going to spend on one thing, and they spend according to that. And only then are they successful in doing everything according to their budget. So, to make a budget means to wake up at Amrit Vela and daily fix what you have to do with your intellect, words, and actions. Make a diary every day and do everything according to that. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avekti Parivar. Today's day 9. Increase your account of accumulation. Make a saving scheme. Today's topic: make a diary every day and do everything according to that. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Yes, okay. Very well, right? So how is your saving scheme going on? How much you are saving, how much you are earning, how much you are spending? How many of you, it's easy for you to keep accounts? Let me see hands. How many of you can easily keep your account? Hmm? There was a time when our main administrative person was Didi Mohini, and she taught us to keep account every day for every day. Of course, whatever comes in Baba's Bandara, that is weekly, whosoever is responsible will take out, but each one of us, whatever department we have, we will get money for that. So if I got $100, then how did I spend $100? So she always liked each one of us to keep accounts daily. The bills, the invoices, and whatever was there, put them together, put a pin, and create a file, and keep everything, because we have to account for it. Whether you bought milk, which would be $3, $4 some dollars, small account or big, spending money by keeping account make you aware what you got and what you spent. But if I don't keep account, then you say, oh, I will do it every week. It's a bit difficult, because then you have to read all like bills, invoices. So habit. some, they are very, very accurate in accounts. Even when they give, whether it is in any country, we all have to submit accounts, right? Because if you do not produce an accurate account, possibility of losing tax exempt, possibility of audit, possibility of taxes, all that could happen. But here is different. But also, did I put anything in saving or just spend? Did I earn enough today? That could be remembrance of Baba. That could be giving introduction, Baba's introduction to the souls. Whether doing any elevated karma yoga, so many types of account. I had been thinking about what comes in Avyakti signal, about the budget of intellect. It's of course of thoughts, words, but a lot about budget of intellect. Create a proper budget of intellect. Or budget of your words. So today also, Baba is talking about create a budget of your intellect. Baba is saying that easy way, easy method for the saving is saving of our intellect. And then of words and of actions. Baba is not talking about the thoughts today. Now, soul has two most important abilities. One is mind, other is intellect. Whenever mind thinks, intellect has to discern and then decide. So power to discern and power to decide are very important powers. So what Baba is saying that sometimes some people take very, very long to discern and decide. So they keep using intellect. Should I do or not? Is it right or wrong? Should I, anything, whether worse. But what Baba is saying that if you want to save the power of intellect, how do you save it? There are always two ways to save. One is to practice. That means you accumulate by practicing. And second then is using full stop as often as possible. And also, when there is any confusion, internal feelings are not good, then I have to look at that I am not wasting the thoughts of intellect. Why this one did it? This one did because of this. Why I have to think all that? Everyone is playing their part. Everyone playing beautifully. And everyone is responsible for one's own use of intellect. And each one of us, because we have our own account, personal account. So I am responsible to see, look at my dharana. If you speak loudly, and I also become loud, that's not right. I should keep to my gentleness, sweetness, humility. So this is what Baba is saying, saving in actions, saving in our words. Saving in words is as little you, as much necessary you speak. Sometimes people don't clarify, and sometimes they clarify, it becomes little long. Clarification is important. But when it comes to words and actions, we have to be very, very clear. Like we have an average budget. I have to spend 1,000. I remember one time I was in Ahmedabad. I was very young, but I had been very good in accounts since very young person. So Baba sent 500 rupees. These days 500 is like 10 rupees, right? So we needed carpet, we needed few pots, whatever we needed. But first, for emergency, you keep aside 50 rupees. And I still remember that we were able to get everything in 450 rupees. We set up, and then naturally, when new students come, they see Baba's home, what it needs, they automatically bring it. But to open the center, so habit of spending according to the budget. Everyone has different scheme for their own energy. Like I know I have very limited energy for speaking. So I say whatever, whenever it's necessary, but not all the time. Right? So every morning when you wake up, plan your budget about words, about actions, about intellect. Baba is saying then you will be successful in saving. Now, when there is saving of words, the quality of words words which can inspire, words which can serve will be increasing. That is called success. You have to say what has to be said, but what words you use, how you say it. Did it inspire anyone, or you just said it? So we have to look at the quality. More you save, more your words will have more effect. Less words are always powerful. So create a scheme, and I'm sure you will experience saving, and that is success, and that means the quality and the influence of your words. Om Shanti.
जब से बने हैं प्रभु तुम्हारे, ये जीवन अच्छा लगता है। यादों में तेरी मस्ती चढ़ी है, यादों में तेरी मस्ती चढ़ी है। सब कुछ अच्छा लगता है। जब से बने हैं प्रभु तुम्हारे, ये जीवन अच्छा
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti.
Increase your account of accumulation. Make a saving scheme. Make a diary every day and do everything according to that. The easy and elevated way to make a saving is to fix a program for every moment for your intellect, words, and actions. When a budget is made, they fix how much they're going to spend on one thing, and they spend according to that. And only then are they successful in doing everything according to their budget. So, to make a budget means to wake up at Amritvela and daily fix what you have to do with your intellect, words, and actions. Make a diary every day and do everything according to that. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Avekti Parivar. So in 2 days, we'll be having very special day, 11th of March, which is Dadi Gulzarji's day. Gulzar became Avyakt, and we have planned whole day bhakti on that day, which is Saturday, March 11th. And so Amrit Vela will start at 3:30 a.m. and then we'll continue bhakti. And it's Saturday, so we'll be having children class, youth class in between 1:30 p.m. and 4 p.m. So that time we would like to dedicate for children and youth, but other than that, morning, whole morning, and also evening, we will continue bhakti, whole day bhakti. So we're Dadi Gulzarji's day of divinity. So we would like to do something special, and also in the evening, we will do bhog offering. As here also, there will be a big bhog in the morning around 11 o'clock, and Mohini Didi will be offering bhog here. So we will also feel the same experience in a Vyakti Parivar in the evening, in between 7 to 7:30 p.m. So that's the program for 11th March. So now, tomorrow is Friday, and our schedule from Amrit Vela till night, it follows the same. Now let's start a Vyakti journey. Welcome to a Vyakti journey. Avik Murlis from 1969, inspiring us to change from Brahmin to angel.
Om Shanti. 28th September 1969. The essence of the whole course is to make your words and actions equal. You have to maintain such a practice. What do those who sacrifice themselves receive in return? Those who sacrifice themselves receive a lot of godly power. Those who completely sacrifice themselves are the ones who are fortunate enough never to be widowed. Their fortune of remaining married never finishes. Those who are so fortunate as to always remain married have the imperishable tilak. The tilak of being constantly married is the tilak of remaining stable in the form of a soul. You remember that in the forehead at every moment. What is the other sign of having the fortune of being constantly married? One is the tilak, and the other is the bracelet. That is, the bracelet of the discipline. You must never take off either of the two. When you take off the bracelet of the discipline, your fortune of being constantly married finishes. Now, you have to perform special wonders. Color everyone with your company in such a way that that color never comes off. When people come to the museums, they go away with just a message. But now, you must pay attention that the color of your company becomes imperishable to the extent that at least it never comes off. Now, you have to take a jump and progress further. Previously, it was a time of just walking alone. Then there was a time to go running. Now it is time to take a jump. If you now try to reach there by running, you will be too late. It doesn't take time to take a jump. In order to maintain the constant stage, you have to remember one pure thought. What is that thought? Firstly, you have to become loving, and secondly, serviceable. That is all. There should be no other thoughts apart from this. Serviceable children only have thoughts of service. Always remember the aim of this patti. I will change myself and then change others. This is the stamp of faith. What have you been stamped with? Being one with a faithful intellect, a destroyer of attachment, and serviceable. You have been stamped with the stamp of this Trimurti. Always keep this sign with you. You have to make others like you are, and even more elevated than you are, not less. It is your own greatness when you make others more elevated than you are yourselves. Acha? Second Murli, signs of being completely surrendered. 3rd October, 1969. Whom are you seeing? Who is seeing whom? 2 or 3 people gave their ideas. Today, Bab Dada is seeing his complete moths because he has come to see to what extent each one has become a moth. Generally, the moths go to the light, but here, the light has come to meet the moths. Do you know what the characteristics and the signs are of those who are complete moths? All gave their own ideas. Whatever all of you spoke about is accurate. The main essence that emerged is that those who are moths will have love for the light. They will be close and they will have all relationships with that one. So, those who are complete moths will have all relationships with one. They will be loving, close, and maintain courage. These four things will be visible in them. So why have all of you been called to this bhatti? You have to imbibe the four things that you heard about to their fullest percentage. It shouldn't be less by even 1%. Many children say that they are that, but only to a certain percentage. So when there is some percentage missing, they cannot be called complete moths. Those moths are of the second quality that simply circle around. One are those who instantly sacrifice themselves to the light once and for all. And the others are those who take their steps after thinking about and understanding something. So those who take their steps after having thought about and understood something are called the ones who simply circle around. The second quality of the moths simply circle around in having many types of thoughts, obstacles, and actions. Today, the Pandav army has been called to this bhatti. There may be many types of factories, but a stamp is applied of the factory there is very good. If there isn't the stamp of that factory, then that thing is not so popular. In the same way, all of you who have come to the bhatti have come here to be stamped. There is a trademark. Which stamp have you come to be stamped with? With the stamp of total surrender. Do you know what will happen if this stamp is not applied? Just as the value of something that is not stamped is less, in the same way, the value of such souls will also be less in heaven. So, you will definitely have to apply the stamp in order to come close in your own kingdom. Mothers have received the mantra of being the destroyers of attachment, and the Pandavas have received that of being totally surrendered. There is the memorial of the Pandavas that they melted away and were finished. It was not on the mountains, but they melted with an elevated stage and brought themselves to the very top from being at the very bottom. They melted in the avyak stage, that is, they attained perfection in that avyak stage. There is this memorial of the Pandavas. You are having this bhatti in order to be reminded of that memorial and to put it into a practical form. Who are called those who are totally surrendered? Those who are totally surrendered, that is, those who have totally surrendered their body, mind, wealth, relationships, and time. If you have surrendered your mind, you cannot use it without Srimad. It is easy to use your wealth according to Srimad. It is also easy to use the body, but the stage where the mind does not create even one thought without Srimad is what is called the perfect stage. This is why Man Mana Bhava is the main mantra. If the mind is totally surrendered, then you will instantly be able to direct your body, mind, wealth, relationships, and time towards that one. So, the main thing is to surrender the mind, that is, to surrender wasteful and vicious thoughts. This is the sign of a complete month. To be continued. Om Shanti. Increase your account of accumulation. Make a saving scheme. Make a diary every day and do everything according to that. The easy and elevated way to make a saving is to fix a program for every moment for your intellect, words, and actions. When a budget is made, they fix how much they are going to spend on one thing, and they spend according to that. And only then are they successful in doing everything according to their budget. So, to make a budget means to wake up at Amrit Vela and daily fix what you have to do with your intellect, words, and actions. Make a diary every day and do everything according to that.
जमा का खाता बढ़ाओ, बचत की स्कीम बनाओ। रोज की डायरी बनाओ और उसी प्रमाण कार्य करो। बचत करने का सहज और श्रेष्ठ तरीका अपनी बुद्धि का, वाणी का और कर्म का हर समय का प्रोग्राम फिक्स करो। जैसे बजट बनाते हैं तो उसमें फिक्स करते हैं कितना खर्चा इस पर करेंगे। उस अनुसार ही फिर खर्चे को चलाते हैं। तब बजट प्रमाण कार्य सफल हो सकता है। तो बजट बनाना अर्थात अमृत वेले उठकर रोज अपनी बुद्धि द्वारा, वाणी द्वारा और कर्म द्वारा क्या क्या करना है उन सभी को फिक्स करो। रोज की डायरी बनाओ और उसी प्रमाण कार्य करो।